Hello, geometry students. Welcome back to Mr. Freen's geometry class. Here we're going to finish up the volume notes. Apologize I can't be here today, but this should get you through it. So yesterday we talked about the volume of prisms and cylinders, and today we're going to continue with a couple of complicated ones here. And the first one here, if you guys take the time to go and attempt this problem and then come back and look at the video, I think that would benefit you. But if not, here we go. So here we have like a backwards L shape. And, unlike surface area, this one's a little bit easier. If you break this up into two objects here, as you can see, oops, that's not a very good job. If you just go ahead and break it up into two rectangular pyramids. Sorry, my drawing is not the best here, right? So we're going to work on this one and then the taller one. So the volume of the short one, and I'll put this here, the volume of the short one. Now, we know the height is 2. And if we look at the base, right, this part is going to be 2. And this part here is going to be 1. So when I look at the area of the base for the short one, it's 1 times 2, which is 2. And we said the height is, right, 2. So the volume of that short one is basically the area base 2 times the height 2, which is 4 inches cubed. Now, this taller one, right, when I look at the volume of the tall one, I know right now the base is a 1 by, I can even use this one, it's 1 by 2. So I know the area of the base for that one is 1 times 2, which is 2. But the height of this one is 4 now. So the volume of the tall one here is area of the base 2 times the height 4, which gives you 8 inches cubed. Well, once we know the volume of the short one and the tall one, basically what I'm going to do now to find the total volume is I'm going to add the two volumes. So I'm going to do the volume of the short plus the volume of the tall. So in this case, it is 4 cubic inches plus 8 cubic inches gives you 12 cubic inches. And that would be the volume of this solid here. Okay. Move on to the next one. So here, as you can see, what we have is a cylinder, and a hole has been drilled out of the cylinder. So if you think about it here, when you drill something out, what are you doing with that material? Are you adding it or subtracting it? Well, in this case, when you drill something out, we're going to subtract that volume, all right, because there's no space there. So when we look at this, we have two cylinders here. So the total volume of this diagram is going to be the volume of the big cylinder minus the volume of the hole. So to find the volume of the big cylinder, right, we're going to say area of the base here is pi times. Now, the diameter of the big one is 6. So the radius is going to be 3. So pi times 3 squared is 9 pi. The height of that big cylinder is 5. So the volume of the big one is going to be 9 pi times 5, which is 45 pi. Now, we're going to go ahead and find the volume of the hole, right? What was the volume of the material taken out of the big cylinder? Well, there they tell you the area of the base, the diameter is 2. So the diameter is 2, the radius is going to be 1. So area of the base is going to be pi times 1 squared, which is 1 pi. The height of that is still going to be 5. So the volume of that is going to be 1 pi times 5, which is 5 pi. Well, once I know the volume of the whole cylinder and the hole, now the volume, total volume is going to be the volume of the big, which we said is 45 pi, minus the volume of the hole, right, that was cut out, which is 5 pi. So the total volume here is 40 pi. And yes, if you wanted, you can go ahead and multiply that in your calculator. Okay. Now this one here, it says find the height of each figure with the given volume. So right now they tell us the volume is 125 cubic inches. So remember, there's two ways we can do this. We know that the volume of this is area of the base times the height. Well, right away, I can find the area of this base, right? Because the area of the base is going to be 5 times 5, which is 25. Well, if I plug what I know into this formula, area of the base, we said 25, times, do I know the height? No. But what is the volume? 125. So now, what could I do to go ahead and solve for the height? I could divide by 25, and you get the height is 125 divided by 5 is 5. And that's how you would work backwards using the formula. Hopefully this is enough to get you, through completing the homework. Please complete the homework, check your answers, and we'll go over it on Wednesday when I get back. Thank you.